That's a good song. Welcome. Cut it. Cut it.
Why?
Because we never played a whole song through ever.
I know, but this is Anya Marina's new song. She talked about it on our show that she was writing and singing a song with Jewel. It's finally here.
How can people get it?
iTunes. It's
What's it called?
Free.
Good. I mean, we're big fans of Anya. What's her last name?
Marina.
Big fans. And get the.
So you can go to AnyaMarina.com. You can talk to her at Anya Marina on Twitter. She's on Instagram, Anya Marina. She's across all sorts of social media.
All right.
So go get the song. Because I like her a lot, and I like her music a lot.
We're not doing an infomercial.
And call in if you like Anya Marina.
I'm a big fan of Anya. What's her last name?
Marina.
Because
the two of my favorite people, Marina Franklin and Anya Marina.
Combined.
Vic, if they got married, what their names would be?
Anya Marina.
Anya Franklin.
She has one of the coolest T-shirts ever. It's the unicorn jizzing a rainbow. I don't know if you've ever seen her T-shirt.
Oh, who has that?
Anya Marina. Her T-shirt is a unicorn jizzing a rainbow.
That sums up Anya Marina.
Well, that's what she told me. She's like, you didn't know that's where rainbows came from?
Well, let me introduce our guest. It's his first time in the Sirius building. A big hand for Vic Henley, folks. It's a pleasure to have him here. We have another guest coming in. Okay, real quick. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'll be at Morty's Comedy Club in Indianapolis. Next Thursday.
Here come the plugs.
Yes, next Thursday, the 23rd. I have to sell a lot of tickets. I'm doing one night only at Good Nights. One night, Raleigh, North Carolina, next Thursday.
The legendary Charlie Goodnight.
Yeah, one night. Next Thursday. If you're in the Raleigh area, I got to pack it out. And then that weekend, the 24th and 25th, I'm in Wilmington. I'll be taping my 5th CD at the Dead Crow Comedy Club.
I know that on Nut Street there in
I've
Wilmington,
never been
North Carolina. It's a good
great.
gig. It's a good gig. Yeah, I've worked there a couple of times.
It's like 100 seats, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's perfect.
The old theater seats. It's really cool. Yeah,
I heard
it's really
cool.
Yeah,
I heard it's really cool. So that's next weekend. This weekend, Morty's. Then Thursday, Good Nights, and then following weekend, Dead Crow. But I heard they're playing our live podcast that we did at the Village Underground. I think it's July 5th, Lewis. July 5th, right?
That's 100% correct. July 5th.
What time?
Between 7 and 9 p.m., just like today.
7 and 9.
Would you bang them?
Yeah.
It's a fun.
Yeah, you explained to me earlier that it sounded like a wonderful idea.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Well, Rich wouldn't let us tell on the show what our live show is going to be. For some reason, he thinks the element of surprise
You wanted to
is
keep it secret.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's all this it's a show. We can't tell you what it is.
I love it. It sounded good to me.
But we can tell what it was now. So
it's July 5th. They're playing at 7 to 9 p.m. on Opie Radio. Raw Dog's not playing it, Lewis?
Not that I'm aware of, but I will speak to Don about that.
Yeah,
it is.
I want it
they
all over.
are, Lewis.
I want it all over.
Lewis
Sirius.
never fucking knows what's going on.
That wasn't in the email that I received. I just heard Opie Radio.
Well, I want it also on Raw Dog. I want it on Legends. I want it all across the board. Vic.
Rich.
But tell what the show is.
You tell them.
We had 4 female judges, and we had the 6 great male comedians, and the guys would come out, do 5 minutes, and the 4 female judges would decide whether they would fuck them or not.
and the 4 female judges are also comics, too.
Comics, very funny.
Pro headliners, everybody across the board.
Yeah, it was great. It was really fun.
All headliners.
She told me the names. It sounds like a great idea. And secondhand telling it to me. Tune in, listen. And like you said, it's a damn good idea for
we're going to sell this.
I think so. It's a really good idea.
If we do it, sell it as a TV show. Yeah, they're really going to do Would I Fuck Him as a TV show.
Yes, you don't think you could do that? It wouldn't be called Would I Fuck Him. It would be Would I Bang or whatever.
Something, yeah.
This is a show.
There's a cable channel that
would I asterisk him?
Well, you want me to tell you why? One, you have stand-up. Then you have roasting. You have guys, girls. It's fucking. You can get celebrity judges.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Would you do it?
I would do it in a second.
Every guy that I asked was like, "Yeah, I thought I was going to have problems finding guys that would." I know it would be hard to get girls to do it if it were reversed.
I agree with your idea when you said that earlier, that it might be that women might have but I don't know. I just, if it's a damn good format, I think it might work either way. You just gotta have
guys don't mind.
You gotta have the right people.
I wanted people to do laser pointers and stuff.
Sure,
you know, can you turn around, please?
Fine.
Guys had no problem.
Make it like a slave auction.
Yes.
Check my teeth.
But no black people, right?
No black people. Only black.
Why didn't I think of
we
that?
have some clips from we have some clips from outside the show. Do we want to play them now or no?
Go ahead.
All right, let's listen to one. This is Lewis recorded some shit. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll do the first one is going to be Mike Vecchione.
Okay, I love Vecchione.
This is outside the venue.
I'm outside of the Village Underground with Mike Vecchione, and he was just made aware that the outcome of this set, he will be judged on whether or not he is fuckable. How do you feel about that notion?
I feel very vulnerable right now because now I have to arrange my set to seem as sexy as possible.
Well, I mean, usually when you're on stage, you're kind of vulnerable, right? But you're not actually being decided if they want to like actually fuck you or not.
Right. I mean, this gets right to the point. This cuts through all the after show talk and can I buy you a drink and
yes.
do you want my CD for free?
This is why guys do it, right? I guess that's
Bonnie
why.
said earlier that you give her a very cop kind of vibe. If you pull that look off, then.
Well, Bonnie's married, from what I understand, so she has no judgment in it. You know what I mean? It's going to be up to the women who are on the spot. These women are different. They're not all the same. I don't know if you knew that or not. Women are not the same. They're people, and they're different people.
Once
He's
they get
winning
married,
points all over the
the
place.
ability to judge gets a little faded.
No, I think once they get married, they're off the market then, and they should mind to their husband.
Yeah. So I know you've been on Rich and Bonnie's show a bunch of times. You've been in the studio at SiriusXM. So what do you like about doing their show?
I love them, period. So on a serious note. So I think they're great, both comedically and personally. So that's why I do the show. And that's
Mike taking a turn from the comedy.
Being nice.
I want to hear a bunch
no, wish
more
me luck
about
tonight.
it.
Do you have a breath mint or anything? Because is that gonna come into play?
My breath smells like shit too. So
All right. I'm gonna have to just.
These two are gonna make out.
I'll go with my gut. Thank you for talking to me because the women probably won't.
That was a great interview. And Lewis, did you do that interview?
No, that was Derek. Derek did 2 of them, and I did 1 of them.
Derek's the creepy guy.
Yeah, I know. He's a creepy guy. You ever
Great
seen
job
this
that
guy,
night.
Derek?
No. Yeah.
He looks like a serial killer.
He really does. But he's super nice. If he killed a bunch of people, he would definitely get that thing where people go, I don't know, he seems so nice.
He would be the miscongeniality of serial killers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying? Does he work down here? Have I seen him?
He'd be neat.
Okay.
I think that's
All right.
what I feel like. If he killed women, he'd
Very
make sure.
precise.
Yes.
He'd probably prop him up.
Put down some plastic first.
Yes. You know, if he kept him in the basement, he would keep him nice.
He would keep him nice.
He'd
No
do the
Ariel
hair.
Castro. No. He's pedicures.
He wouldn't let it start to smell.
Right.
Should we do another clip?
No, you don't do them in a row. You wait a few.
I don't know how to do radio.
You stagger them, stupid.
Oh,
it's called stagger them, stupid.
I learned so much from you.
Oh, hubba.
I think this would be easy for me to just sit here and laugh at the two of you. It's never complicated.
Try.
Do you know what was
Yeah.
fun when me, you, and Vic used to do that thing at the comic strip with
Oh God! When we would judge, it was
Oh yeah, the
the
comedians.
lottery show.
Yes.
We would judge the auditioners. I think
What? I know.
yeah.
Oh my God! It's like everyone's like, "Don't say this, don't say that." I feel
Don't talk. Stop talking. Yeah, when we used to do the comic strip and. God, it was fun.
They decided for a period of time that instead people still go there to audition up in Common Comics trying to work the club, and they decided for a small period that they would make it like Trainwreck American Idol and have judges and then stream the whole thing. And the 3 of us got to do it a lot, and it was always fun to crush hopes and dreams.
I did crush hopes and dreams.
You were wonderful.
But here's the thing.
You and Patrice
by
were the
marrying me.
Yeah, there's a lot of men out there that got
You
their.
did crush hopes and dreams.
Yes, not yours.
Patrice was great on that. He was always Patrice and Bonnie were always hilarious.
Well, I always think
I was
this
better than Bonnie.
with the roast battle and with the judging, like these new comics and stuff. I will sell them out for a good joke.
Sure,
like
so
I
do
don't care at all about their feelings. I'm like, I got to get some
No,
laughs.
exactly. That's what it's all about. Last time I checked, it was comedy.
Yeah,
we gotta get laughs just like they do.
Absolutely. No,
but I felt bad at the last roast battle I did. I smashed. You know, it was. I killed him.
Well, good.
I mean, but it was
That's the
funny.
point. Well, exactly.
He killed him so bad that the next day or 2 days later, he was like, should I send him an email?
Oh, one of those.
Yes.
One of those. And he's not sensitive at all, so I can't imagine he had a moment of compassion.
Yeah.
No, I think that's what happened? I am really a sensitive guy. I don't want to be like a Lucian when it comes to.
Oh, well, sure.
I try to help out.
Well, yeah, well, I know that, but
when in that style of you got to
certainly.
You also, and God bless you. You come out with some real zingers.
He's
funny.
jugular. He's jugular. He has no middle ground. You
but yeah, like, because he'll be like this. Well, I thought you came out and you had good stage presence. Like, he'll start off like he's really
all right,
and then he'll be like, "You look like a rotten banana." He said that to a black guy with a yellow shirt on.
No, I didn't. He was a dark black guy.
Seriously?
No, he was black and he was wearing a bright yellow shirt. Okay. I said, "You look like a bruised banana."
That's funny. That's fucking funny.
But he likes to play both sides of it. Like, he's really giving advice. And then
I remember from the comics that he do the same thing. Yeah. The first few sentences lure you in like you're actually going to get some advice or some help. Like he's actually really going to help you. Yeah. And,
I would stick to the truth if I were you. And in your case, the truth is kill yourself.
You're a hack. You've never been funny. The truth is right. Exactly.
We should do that with older comics and have other. Oh man, can you imagine how?
I think it'd be wonderful. I wanted to have a show called "Don't Quit Your Day Job," where you found all these, amateur comics, and then we just same thing we did at the Flip, and we just had a cruel panel, and we just shit on them, and who could take it the most would maybe get to take their.
But they wouldn't be able to take it.
Because we're mean, and regular people can't take it.
Regular people don't understand what's coming. They think mean is like,
oh, stop. He got you there.
Sometimes I'm giving someone a compliment, and then when they're not comedians, and they'll be like, "Oh, stop it! You're too mean," and you're like, "Oh my God, that's."
Yeah. No, I know.
We should just go into.
I'm fawning over you.
Yes.
We should just go into people's employment, no matter what they do, and sit there and attack them.
That would be so good.
That would be so good. Stink as a dental hygienist. Look at you.
Do you remember the old? He works for Conan. Mike.
Sweeney.
Yeah, Sweeney had the great story where he was he had a bad heckler experience one night at Catch a Rising Star back in the day, and Sweeney was temping like a month later in some office, in a law office, and he saw the fucking heckler walking through the cubicles.
Oh my God!
And Sweeney was in there making copies and saw the dude, and so he went to check and see where he was sitting, finished making the copies, and then gave them to who he was supposed to give them to, and then ran as fast as he could guy's cubicle, and then jumped in the fucker's cubicle. You think because you leave the club it's fucking over? And just started in on the guy, shitting on him at his regular job. Terrified the guy, scared him to death. Everybody in the office was laughing their asses off. Yeah, it was a great Sweeney story.
Found out the guy had a twin brother.
Really wasn't him. Who the fuck is this comic screaming at me? Wait a minute, I don't know.
He.
Oh, you know who that is?
Go get.
You're looking for Mick Foley?
Hey, hold on.
He was in here a minute ago. We had him in here a minute ago.
I've never seen Rich move that fast.
That was pretty good. Last night? Not even last night?
No, I was going to say.
You said he got laid last night.
Yeah.
Slow motion? Slow motion fucking?
He walks over to the bed like it's punishment, first of all. Oh, brother. Here we go.
Staring at the floor, looking out in the corner. He's going to try to lure him back in here. Mick's busy.
Oh, he's going to come right back. I did a TV show with him one time.
What one?
It was a show, I think, on VH1 that was like a round table show where you had topics. And remember the girl that she was on like Channel 5 News in the morning? She was really hot.
Nick, she used to go out with us.
I don't know, but she was the host of this show, and it didn't last that long, but it was fun to do.
I just did a show with him in Vegas. No, I did. He was doing a show in Vegas. And then,
what the hell was her name?
I did something with him in Vegas, but the nicest guy in the world.
It might have been.
Do you know him?
You don't know the story? He got angry at me about a year ago because I was busting his balls when he would go into the comedy clubs, and he'd say, "I'm just going to do 10 minutes," and he'd do like 25 minutes.
Oh, I heard this on radio.
And I was in here teasing him one morning about it, and he was like, "Oh," and it was all ha ha ha, and I'm like, "No,
and
really,
no
fucking ha ha."
Your head?
I'm like, "Look, if you do your time, if you're going to come down here and interrupt our world." to learn the rules. You got to do your time.
Oh my God.
You know, and it was all funny. And then he left the studio, and I kept going on and on about it. And he heard me. It was broadcast out here in Sirius, and he came back in the studio like, "Hey, God damn it!" and I shit myself immediately. No, I was like, "Sorry, Mr. Undertaker, whoever, sorry." Totally. But I was trying. I'm like, I can't just show up at your job and jump in the ring. And he goes, "Well, you could."
You could.
Yeah, you could get the shit beat out of you. But
you did that on Borat.
But right, exactly. That's what happened in Bruno. That was actually me and Bruno. But no, he was a great sport about it. I thought I had really made him mad, but it was all in the teeth.
I think he was fucking with you.
Yeah, he was totally.
I one time, remember I was headlining at this club, and the guy on before me was a he told people's fortunes or whatever you call
mentalist,
it.
like a mind reader.
Yes.
New Jersey, when that club was open prime time.
He did so much time. He did almost an hour. I was getting so pissed. And the thing was, people would come up and he would tell them what was going to happen to them in the future. So the only way you could ever find out if the guy was telling, it was like, come back in 5 years. It was such a scam. But people were all coming up to get there. Oh, you're going to have a boy and you're going to get married. It was a scam. What a scam.
Fucking great.
And then I go to the guy, I go, you can't go on that long. It's not your show. He goes, oh, I just got to do what I got to do for the people. And I was like, this is...
that wouldn't have happened if it was me headlining.
No, I know, right.
Well, anyway, I was giving the guy shit backstage, and the MC came back, and she goes to me, don't be so mean to him.
And it was a lady, a girl.
Do you remember that? Yeah.
Oh, God. Come on.
And it was a great club. It never lasted. You can't compete. It was right down the street from the Stress Factory. You can't compete with the Stress Factory.
It wasn't down the street from the
Stress Factory. Close enough.
It was?
It was prime time.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, it was right down. It was 20 minutes.
Oh, I don't know where I'm going.
Anyhow, what was I going to say?
I know there was a toll.
Yeah, you go on the road, and you'll get a middle act that thinks they're gunslingers, and they think that I'm going to show this headliner. And
I honestly thought that guys did that because I was a girl headliner, but they just do it to everyone.
Everybody. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's actually comforting.
Yeah.
I've worked clubs, where guy standing on his head,
breakdancing.
It's fucking unbelievable. I'm going, are you kidding me? And I can't stand them. It's not I can't stand them. I hate the audience for liking them.
Sure.
When the audience likes a bad comic,
I agree.
A bad.
No, I know.
And you're sitting there going, "Oh man, are you kidding me? Doesn't anybody have a clue what good is anymore?"
Well, this is the thing too. Is when you go to a club, but the MC does his thing on Wednesday night or whatever, and Thursday you see him sort of doing a little bit. Oh, does that sound something like I do? By Saturday, he's doing your full act.
Right. Yeah. Somebody said shit about Trump all week. Then he hears your good Trump joke, and all of a sudden he's got Trump jokes the rest of the week. Yeah, no, I've experienced that one too. Hell yeah. Wait a minute. I told a story. Now you got a story?
Yes.
My story's about a Klansman. You've got a story about a Klansman now? All of a sudden,
all your bits are being stepped on. And also I saw them one time the MC did your exact... after, this was like the Saturday early show, he'd started doing some crowd work that you had done the night before. Almost exact. And it's like the guy didn't know, you can't, he figured, I guess, if it's crowd work, then it's for everybody.
No, exactly. Yeah. You can steal that.
Yes.
That's some of my crowd work are bits.
No, it's right. I was going to say, it's your original shit that you have developed over a career. And with somebody, but you're so good at it, when they see you doing it, they don't know that. And then they're like, oh, I can just do that. I'll just go
I guess if somebody ever says that in the audience, I'll say that back.
I'll just co-opt that.
Yeah. I remember, I did it when I first started. I remember working with Jerry Diner, may he rest in peace, who just passed away a couple of weeks ago.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I was going to say, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, good
dude.
Two
Jerry Diners.
You knew Jerry Diner?
Oh, wait, Jerry Minor.
Jerry Miner's L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy, too. He's good
guy. And I remember working with him somewhere, somewhere in Queens, I don't know. And he was like Robin Williams, and then the last night, I'm like, I'm Robin Williams too.
You're catching it.
It's not. There was a ladder, and I brought it on stage. What am I doing with this? And there was a ladder in the room for for some reason. There's a ladder in the room, and I bring it up there, and I go, what am I going to do with this to myself? Right?
Why?
Because I thought I was like fucking Mr. Improv like him. He goes, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I've been guilty of that myself, especially when you're young. Of
you see someone
catching the fever, and by the end of the week, I'm like, I'm wacky. Yeah. Now I'm wacky.
I remember when I first started, I went and bought props because I saw Lenny Schultz.
Sure.
And I went and bought all these props. I go, yeah, this is easy. And I went upstairs and I'm going, what am I going to do with it?
Yeah, what am I going to do with this shit? Right, exactly. No, I know. I remember all that. My mom saw me. I was opening for Meanie once back in the day.
Yeah.
And Kevin Meanie, high energy.
Yeah.
He's got tape cues. And he's doing impressions. He's singing "We Are the World." He's all over the stage. And my mom, who never thought I was funny, never likes my act, never says anything nice. She sees me opening for Meanie at Caroline's, and she's equated the energy with him. But that's why he's doing well.
Yes.
So between shows, she comes over to me. She goes, "Okay, I finally found out you're not trying hard enough." She's like, he would be funny if he would just try. He's obviously trying really hard. He's all over the stage. You didn't even take the microphone out of the damn stand. Try. And I'm just sitting there going, all right, fine, Mom, whatever. Okay, good, right. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder, because I think like there is some correlation between like having a weird like relationship with your mom and being a comedian, because I feel like that's like what my mom would do.
Lewis Black's mother, Jeanette, is just ruthless. And I've met her several times, and Lou talks about it in his act a lot, and he's real funny about it. And same thing. He's Lewis Black. He's as successful as any of us working. And Jeanette's 93, and he'll still walk off stage. She's like, no, you really had to tag that with that. You picked that call back. You got a much better call. But she knows the terms. She knows the lingo. She knows she will not give it up that you did well.
I feel like that's like, my parents won't even watch anything that I do, or they won't acknowledge actually that I'm with
your
comedian.
parents on that.
So is 94% of the population.
No, everybody. My mom stopped coming years ago to the show. She just quit. She goes, it's filthy. You're filthy. You're horrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
You just said 6% of the population know you.
I know. I realized that. I was like, I hope people don't like.
Big number. Big number.
Let's just a couple million.
That's it's about 24 million people.
If you're going,
are fans of yours.
There you go. That's a lot.
I could do better.
That's pretty good.
Well, we're drive time in L.A. right now. I don't know if you know this, Vic. We're drive time in L.A.
I like it.
By the way, I looked up Lindsay Lohan, her Twitter the other day for some reason, and somebody had retweeted something to her, so I clicked it. She hasn't been. I was like, oh, what's happened to her? She hasn't been around for a long time. Over 9 million Twitter followers.
Still.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Honey Boo Boo. I bet you Honey Boo Boo still got a bunch of followers.
I mean, they don't leave. Once you get them, you get them.
That's right. They don't go away.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Who did I see had 60 million?
60?
Yeah, was it?
Wow.
Oh, it's probably Kevin. Kevin Hart.
No, well, Kevin Hart probably got 20 million.
Yeah, he's probably got a ton.
But and a lot of his.
Why, right? Like black people, they open up more than one account.
Oh yeah.
What, they have more than one Twitter account. That's why black people have so many Twitter followers. Okay, can you back me up on this, Lewis? How many Twitter accounts do you have?
I only have one Twitter account, but I do know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm lying.
It's black people and trolls also.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you're telling the truth.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I didn't know you knew I was joking.
Is there any black comics that used their real name in comedy clubs? Do you know how hard it was after Haiti for earthquake to get work? Do you know nobody was putting earthquake
Tsunami can't get booked anywhere.
I'm telling you, you cannot
earthquake.
After fucking
I really want to make a bad joke, but I won't do it.
I worked with a dude once, and he wouldn't tell me his name. He went by Sparkman, and that's what he just called himself. Sparkman. It was out in Ohio somewhere, and I made it. I'm like, by the end of this goddamn week, I'm gonna find out this fucker's name if it's the last thing I do. And he brought a girl in on the weekend, and when they weren't talking, I went over to the girl, and I'm like, "What's his name?" She goes, "Renard."
Renard. Well,
and for the rest of the week, I'm like, how about another hand for Renard? And
oh my god,
I'm like,
no, Sparky is better than Renard.
Renard Jackson.
Oh my god, that name is going to get killed.
One of my favorites, and a great guy, and funny and great talent. His name, he goes
sure.
Talent.
I know Talent.
One of the nice, great guy, great comic. But already you're going. You know, he's already got a plus. I'm gonna. You know what? My new name is Encore.
SRO, standing room only. That's me. Talent.
Take a call, Bonnie.
Okay. I don't have a thing.
Fontaine is calling. Fontaine got married, I think. Let's talk to Fontaine.
Go ahead, Fontaine.
Fontaine, didn't you just get married on the beach?
Yes, sir, in Jamaica. I sure did. Hey, Vic.
How does Rich know, like, callers? He doesn't remember our wedding. You know what I mean?
You guys got married?
We did.
Yeah, I went to a hypnotist to forget it. But Fontaine, you know who Fontaine is.
Of course.
Okay, he got married. It was on Facebook.
You're following Fontaine on Facebook?
I don't know. It pops up, and I was so happy.
I know. I don't know
him.
how Facebook works.
I wasn't happy he got married. I was happy because she's white.
Fontaine, white man.
No, Fontaine's a brother.
Oh, he married a white man.
A white lady, not a man.
Lady, sorry. I was trying to make it all good.
Did he hang up?
Turned me into a cock smoker.
Oh, my God.
He said I just turned him into a cock smoker.
So what's happening, man?
Hey, guys. Well, Vic, I've been watching your stuff for a really, really long time, buddy, and you are definitely a true veteran of the game, and I respect your stuff. And, Bonnie, you know I love you. Hey, Rick is my friend, and I'm glad to call him my friend. You guys were talking about comics from back in the day.
Yeah.
And, you know, you had to watch out for those morning DJs also that would come into the club and stand in the back and rip off all your shit. And Bonnie was dead on the money with the MCs. But the worst one of all, well, there's two. There was the middle act that somewhere, I don't know how he convinced himself that he was middle, but all he had was stock material. And then there were a couple of headliners that were, I'm not going to blow the guy's spot up, but his first name was Alan. The first three letters of the last name, T-R-O.
Wait, say again?
Alan, T-R-O. I don't know.
Yeah.
Come on, give us. We don't care if you say names.
Okay, Alan Prophet fucking toured the company.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah, Alan Prophet, right.
He's from Florida.
Everybody else's fucking material, though.
You know, we need guys like you to police comics, you know, and bring it to the light to come out on radio. Because we're not going to go right out on radio and go, that guy's a hack and a thief, you know, because I like Vic's friends, you know. So I'm not going to go after these untalented. No,
I've seen the DJ thing he's talking about. I've totally gone on somewhere like Iowa, and you were there 2 weeks before, and here's Mr. Wacky 1 and 2 from the Morning Zoo, and then I'm sitting there before they introduced me, and I'm like, that's a Voss bit they just did, you know, because he's right. The DJs were notorious.
No, nobody's stealing his bits.
You know, well, I was using that for an example.
Still the lisp.
Brennan's here.
All right, thank you. Oh, sorry.
This lisp.
They still a lisp.
I just talked about
Kevin
this
Brennan's in the house.
Kevin Brennan's in the house.
I'm this late.
People have been wanting you to come on our show.
No,
for
it's
so
funny.
long.
Like when I'm not getting paid, I'm always late.
Oh, well, we're not going to pay you now because you're late, but we do pay people who are on time. Yes. How much did you get, Vic?
$500.
Yeah. Why did you? 500?
That's what I just threw.
You could do something believable.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe
It's totally
$6.
believable.
$6 would have been believable.
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
I just talked to. I did Mrs. Gold's podcast was before this.
Yeah.
Where I was a guest, but I didn't get to speak. And look
Judy Gold.
Yeah. And I got
we got a full house.
we talked about the lisp. And come and say hi.
Yeah, Mick's coming back, right.
Here, sit down.
Give me
grab
a
a
move.
mic.
I'll move.
We have a
Sam, is that in your shirt?
This?
Kevin Brennan's here. The legendary Mick Foley just sat down. And if you don't know him, because he doesn't do that much radio in the building here, Mick Foley, professional wrestler, and also the headliner on the Bob Levy shows.
Best-selling author. You left out best-selling author?
Best-selling author. So what's going on now?
I'm doing great.
While you're doing your rounds, you got to be something's got to be
we're
new.
Doing a reality show for WWE Network called Holy Foley. Largely based around the Foley family, but my daughter Noelle is here with me. The show comes out August 22nd, right after SummerSlam. So we've known Sam Roberts for many years.
Big wrestling fan.
Yeah, big wrestling fan. And he's got to know my son and daughter over the years too. And so we thought that would make a nice entry for the show, and just passing by, I specifically said, "Hey, can I do Opie's show too?" And they said, "Well, we're doing it in the afternoon, right?" So, Opie, as far as I knew, was in the morning. But when I passed by, I saw Opie at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, so he invited me on. And then you were nice enough to have me on. And
I said no. I said that guy is not coming in here.
Why?
I actually did a show with you a long time ago, a TV show.
What was the TV show?
I can't remember the name of it. It was like Top 5 or something like that. And it was
VH1. You thought it was
VH1.
Yeah. You thought it was VH1.
It wasn't
I
comics.
thought we hit it off, but I guess you don't remember.
Bonnie.
I was a blonde.
Bonnie. You were blonde back then?
I was blonde. I had smaller pores. And bigger boobs.
And less damage.
I was less damaged. Now I'm married to that guy.
No,
So-
but okay, so your daughter's lovely, and I have how old is she? About
She's 22 now.
yes, I have a 23 and a 25-year-old that are attractive, just like your daughter's very attractive. Don't you want to just fucking break people's
Faces.
She's got a good head on her shoulders, and she's got a boyfriend, first real boyfriend, who is a clown.
Really?
Not like funny haha clown, but like clown.
like a clown?
He's
Like a rodeo clown or
A guy. He's not even a professional clown. He dresses up like a clown, and they've been together now.
Wait, she has her head on her
He knows
shoulders,
you're a wrestler?
No, he's not a wrestler, but he goes to wrestling shows.
but he just wears
a
the clown.
What's his appeal?
Is that the guy that used to come to the shows in Jersey?
He goes everywhere. He travels around the country somehow, scoring front row tickets.
Does he
and,
have a bald head?
No, he's got.
Oh, remember that clown guy? This guy used to come to our shows. The
He
bald-
said it's not a real clown. He's using it as a derogatory term.
No, he says he dresses up like one.
Yeah, but you know what? You come to see the. It could be worse. He's a good,
What is his
No, it
real
could be
job?
worse.
He's a good guy.
Where he really dresses like a clown.
Yeah.
Why?
He.
Well, sexually, we're all motivated by different things.
He enjoys. He found he got airtime. He's better known than some of the wrestlers on the show.
Oh, because
He is a wrestler.
Yeah, no, he's not a wrestler, but he's a big wrestling fan. It was his passion.
why does your daughter like him? What is?
Because his daughter sells makeup.
Can you please?
I've wondered.
Oh, my
If
God.
it was something I did.
I can't believe you're telling people this.
It's all coming out on August 22nd.
So I would keep this so on the DL Euclid. It would be unbelievable.
Well, yeah, it all comes out August 22nd anyway. It all comes unraveled anyway.
So it's a bit of a teaser.
And he loves attention, this guy.
He's here. He was here today. Yeah.
In his clown outfit?
No.
Just wearing his regular clothes?
We're regular clothes.
What size of shoe does he normally wear?
He doesn't wear the clown shoes.
Why did Lewis say pick up line 3?
Maybe it's
No,
him.
I was saying that because he's a wrestling fan and he probably had a great question for McFarlane.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Miguel.
Hey, Mick.
Yes, sir.
Hi. Just wanted to say I'm a big WWE fan, and of course I have the WWE Network, so I'm looking forward to your new show, Holy Foley, and I believe it's August 22nd.
This sounds like a plant.
Yes.
This guy, I'm looking forward to
business.
Holy
Thank
Foley
you.
on...
Holy Foley on the network.
Big fan. So I just wanted to say, wanted to say hello. And
This is your son-in-law, isn't it?
The clown guy.
big fan of
Hey,
your
can you have the other 10 people in the phone booth talk?
The phone booth.
Let him talk. Come on.
all
It's a
going
clown
to
joke.
Promoting my show.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
No wonder you guys don't get along.
He's wishing me well.
I thought he just
You're on
was
a
like,
different-
forgot what
you're
era
on
we
a
were
different
in.
joke plane.
Look, for so much of my career, I was the guy going, yeah, if only they promote me correctly. And now I'm in a position where this is the best. I cannot complain.
What network?
WWE Network. They have their own network. Mr. McMahon really believes in this show, so they're giving it like the ace lead in. It's right after SummerSlam on the 21st.
Did you put Levy on it?
Hell no. Why?
Why is he out? Okay, let me tell you the fucking business we're in. These guys are in Vegas. They're doing
Miguel.
Well, I hadn't worked with Bob in several years.
Yeah.
Bob was great. We'd worked together years earlier, and when you saw me with Bob, we hadn't done a show together in a few years.
But you were at South Street Station, right?
Yeah.
So on Friday night they have their late Late Show, and you guys did like 5 minutes, and it was fucking great. It was funny. You planned it with a guy, and we went.
Oh
on.
yeah, because it was one of the owners of South Street wanted to go through a table, right? And so we'd done. Bob and I had done, I think, our Friday night show, and when we would go on to the Saturday night show, I said, "Well, you do the Late Show, where you put the guy through the table." I'd rather have gone back and rested. And I know you probably don't want to hear this, or you'll pretend you don't want to hear this, Rich.
What?
But how many guys are on that late show? Like 15, 20, right? Yeah, a lot of guys. And everyone works dirty because it's expected. And, and I saw Rich, I was like, he didn't know what he's going to do, right? Because, everybody's you're working as dirty as possible. And I'm not just saying this, because I told him afterwards, one of the best sets I've ever seen.
Thank you.
If not all impromptu, largely impromptu, and it's just one of those nights when a guy there's just something in the air and he just kills.
Well,
Who was that? What was his name? 'Cause I'm a comedy
Nobody
fan.
ever heard from him again.
Was he a local talent?
What was the name of that
Those guys worked the angles. They worked the hotels. How about that street? How about that buffet station?
I will say this: Rich is best when it's a no-win situation. I mean, that's where really when he excels. If things are,
Anything at stake.
If it's a TV show where everybody's telling him how great it's going to be, he will cave under that pressure.
No, I don't.
like
Wait,
a motherfucker.
they say you have to leave. Can we talk to your daughter real quick and find out about the clown?
Yeah, that's him right out there. Yeah.
Oh,
that's him. That's the guy.
Yeah, that's
he's got a small head.
Guy, yeah.
Look at it. Look at it. He's got his hair is like
Jesus.
Bob's big boy.
He could not be more opposite of you.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if
she hates
ready
you.
for
What
this.
did you do to her?
I won't be mean to her. I won't be mean
you
to her.
promise? All right.
I promise.
She's
No,
a
there's
good kid. All right.
Oh, she can't get the door. So I won't be mean. I have a daughter her age.
Hello.
Hi, come on in.
How are you?
Good.
Holy Foley.
Let's share a mic with Dad, honey. Come on over here.
Come in.
Yeah, go over here.
Safe.
Yeah,
There you go.
less cooties.
My
There you go.
daughter, I have two daughters.
You have
one
three.
23. Yeah, I mean old, 23 and 25, and they grew up with a father who was an entertainer. Now, growing up with Mick, was it kind of weird? Like, he was famous. He still is, but I mean, was it weird growing up?
I mean, it's the only thing I ever really knew. So I was like, oh, this is normal. Like, everyone deals with this. Like, all fathers, they have missing ears, they have missing teeth, they dress like they're homeless.
So that's only.
You couldn't have really thought that, though, right?
No, but this one leads into his weird dress kind of damaged you a little, the way he dressed. I mean, do you think that affects you now?
No.
I do. Turn around.
I get his frugalness. I'll never pay full price for anything. So I get that from him. Thanks, Dad.
Good for you.
Yeah.
What is your name? Sorry.
I'm Noelle.
Noelle. Now, you're a beautiful girl. You're smart. You're funny. You could probably get any guy that you wanted. What is the appeal with the clown?
He's so different from any other guy. Like,
He's got all his teeth. He's got both ears.
Like, I just don't find the normal guy attractive. If they don't have a great personality, it's like, okay, like, sorry.
Hold on, I'm getting a call in my head.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I saw him as a clown, and I liked how weird he was. So I was like, oh, yeah, I like this. So now we're
But
dating.
he doesn't do it for money. He just clowns.
He just clowns around. He clowns around for
No, you met him. You met him. He wasn't getting paid. He was just dressed as a clown. You said, that's my guy.
Correct.
Wow.
So no money is involved.
No, I'm not saying he paid you. I'm saying he wasn't getting paid to be a clown.
Nope.
And you were still attracted to his clown.
He just enjoys
Yes.
having a lot of children around.
No. That's
See, now.
I'm a mother. I look at these things differently.
He's just kidding. He's
Don't
kidding.
need to go there. All of us, unless I'm wrong, have done what we do for free, right?
Yes,
All
many
right?
times.
All right, and probably paid money to.
I'm doing
get
this for
there.
free right now.
See, all right.
Vic got $500.
Listen,
$500.
he's just trying to be funny, so don't get crazy.
I'm sticking up for Frank at this point, right?
No, but listen, when Vic was mean to you, it was out of meanness back in the day. Bonnie's just trying to be funny. Like, Bonnie is not Vic. Bonnie doesn't have the anger Vic has. She just goes for the laugh. So you have to forgive her for that one.
I'm asking some questions that our listeners want to know.
Okay. But I think your daughter's lovely. I think you raised a great kid because you could tell.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you.
I did because listen. I could tell that you raised a great, stable kid. Kids make wrong decisions. My daughter, my oldest daughter.
Yeah.
Jessica.
She's look.
No, she's great.
Don't trash her on the air.
No, I was just saying she's made mistakes.
She's with our other daughter right now. So.
Oh yeah, and I love them all. They're all great kids. And
oh my God.
But she's made a lot of mistakes.
No, she's only made one.
No, Rich,
no,
please.
I'm only kidding.
Please, I know where you're going with this. Stop.
Wow, that was real.
Oh, God.
What? Oh, they got to go?
Oh, he's running.
Oh, man.
We were gonna let the boyfriend talk.
Oh, Frank.
We gave him the right.
I do want to tell a story really quickly, if I could.
I thought you were a mime clown.
From the French school.
Go ahead.
If I could defend myself for a split second and how Noelle and I came together. I was dressed as a clown, on a WWE television show.
Who's not?
Of course, who's not? It's a normal everyday occurrence. They put me on air in like a tight zoom shot, whatever. And Noelle tweeted me immediately after that shot and said, I never knew who this clown was, but now I know it's Frank so-and-so. You were working that wig for me. She reached out to me. I did not reach out to her with all due respect, but it was the greatest thing ever happened to me.
Of course.
That would never happen now, and I accept that, but this was like 3 years ago.
Is it sad that you had to hang up your unicycle and get a regular 2-seat bicycle now?
He's pretty sad about that.
Yeah, it was a very dark day.
Yeah, so I made the first move.
Yes.
You were working that wig for me.
I was working that wig.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, my kid. True story.
That's a good choice of words, though. You were working that wig for me.
True story.
Doesn't she remind you of Ellen?
Yeah,
my daughter
she's gorgeous,
Thank
funny, interesting.
Good
Frank,
posture.
I think is a cute kid.
So
now, Vic, why don't you like?
We fixed all this. We solved all this.
I mean, listen, I don't want to say
he put me in the belly to back souffle.
When me and Mick first met, I said something that upset him in life, and I didn't mean to.
Really?
He was just doing. All right,
I was just trying to be funny.
Right.
What?
You got a big laugh. You want me to set this up?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'd been a regular on Opie and Anthony, right? It was very well liked.
Oh, they're saying you got to go. Do you?
Yeah,
really
I know.
have to go?
Just real quickly. I was asked to introduce those guys at the Traveling Virus. Had no idea how hostile that environment would be. I figure, and I'm a guy who has purposely gone out and tanked interviews in front of 20,000 people just to pop a couple of guys backstage going, hey, watch this, watch how bad this is. Tell me how this guy reacts. And get a kick out of it. You know, wrestling fans, a lot of goodwill. They're going to forgive me for that. So in no way am I trying to tank, but I think I can put in, 2 or 3 funny minutes.
Yeah.
Instead of putting in 2 or 3 funny minutes, I put in 10 really bad minutes. And it's a horrible, empty feeling when I leave that stage.
I have it every night.
At least, please, just please don't acknowledge the obvious. And then Rich comes out with one line. It was like I was already reeling, and it was just like a shot to the kid, and boom, down, dropped me to my knees.
All I said was, after one of my jokes, don't make me bring Mick back.
The old classic, right? You better start laughing. I'll bring the other guy back out.
It hurt me for 5 years.
I didn't know.
My God!
He said you got to do it.
He's got to say something.
If you're hosting the show, you got to do it.
You're the opposite of that. Sticks and stones will break
you have
the
to do it. And it was and he told me it was nothing personal. I was like, I understand. I know. I had no business being up there going into business for myself. And you find that out.
He's a real jerk. I'm sorry that happened.
Well, listen, you guys got to plug your show one last time.
Holy Foley, premiering August 21st after SummerSlam on the WWE Network. Mick Foley, daughter Noelle, Frank the Clown.
Cool.
Thanks for having me on, Rich.
Thanks, man. Good luck with it.
Frank the Clown.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
See you later.
We'll wait till they go before we start.
Before you, yeah.
You
See you
guys
later.
are cool.
Bye.
Thank you.
What a good! I fucking love him. I fucking love him.
Sweetheart.
And first of all, there's speakers throughout the building.
Not our show. They're not pumping our show out through the.
That's what I thought last time, and that's what made him come back in here after me.
It is
I kept
interesting,
going.
though, that he's
said something
sensitive.
today?
No, but about a year ago, I was getting on him about not doing his time when he'd come in the comedy clubs. So. You know, he'd say he's going to do 10 minutes and he'd do 25 minutes.
Up?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, if you want to call it that. He goes on stage.
Well, he says he's going to do 2 and he does 25?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like the story you just told him. I'm just going to do 2 and I did 10.
I don't know if that's the guy now that I did the show with. Now that when I was talking to him, I was like, that might not be the guy.
How many wrestlers?
It was a different wrestler, maybe.
It was the Iron Sheik. I don't know. It was the Iron.
But what?
The Iron Sheik came in Caroline's one night.
What's his nickname?
Swear to God. He was the Undertaker. He was the Undertaker.
I don't think it was him. Now I
But
just told him.
I was at Caroline's hosting the show one night, and fucking Ferranda comes to the side and goes, "The Iron Sheik's going on." And I'm like, "What? What the fuck are you talking about?"
He came into Opie and Anthony,
Iron
and he
Sheik?
had pee stains in his hand. They're all fucking filming his pee stains. He's out of his mind, but he's got
the
like
Iron Sheik?
Yeah, not him. And the Iron Sheik, I think, has got like a 12-inch unit or something.
Yeah,
like
he's
fucking,
insane.
Well, that is hard to shake it out. Come on, give the guy a break. Let's talk to Kevin Brennan. Kevin Brennan.
I can't follow that clown. The guy's not even tall. His daughter's taller than the clown.
Yeah, she's wearing flats and she's still.
Yeah, she's like a model, and
It's a
he's
mess.
like.
Yeah, sometimes they're going after the opposite of their dad, you know? Like he's like a
he's a little
macho
pretty-
guy, and he's just like...
Yeah, see,
He's
my
like
dad's
a-
very funny. And
Tall,
come on,
handsome.
you can't set me up like that.
I was with you.
That was good. See, she'll get 1 out of 10.
Hey,
Out of
why,
10,
boom.
she's
It's a
right.
numbers game.
Wait, Judy Gold was here, or you did
No,
Judy
I went and
Gold's
did her
show?
podcast.
What show does she have?
She has a podcast on CBS
she does it
Network.
here?
No, over across the street at
You
CBS
just said no
Radio.
twice to that question. Why are you asking
CBS
again?
Radio.
Oh.
And,
Here?
I said no, or he said no?
and she does it with Kendra, what's her
Cunningham?
name?
Hemda.
Hemda.
I
No,
don't
she
know
doesn't do it with
Hemda.
Hemda.
Hemda's husband or
Oh,
whatever.
right, yeah.
Hemda. There's
Sounds
somebody
terrible.
named Hemda. Really?
Her name is spelled Chemda.
And you pronounce that?
Hemda.
Hemda. I didn't say her
Right.
name for a long time because I could never. I was always
She's a comic?
scared to say it. No, she does. She's Keith and the Girl. She's the girl. Hemda. Hemda. She's great.
You're not doing. You don't do your rounds of podcasts, do you? 'Cause
No.
you do. And when you started yours, like we started ours. I mean, we're at like 250 in.
Yeah.
So we've been doing it for like 4 years or 5 years, and we didn't want to do it. Like Bobby talked us into it. Bobby Kelly said, "You got to do this podcast." Whatever. And then I've never listened to podcasts.
I like it. Like you some revisionist history here because you wanted to do it. You're like,
No.
we gotta do this.
No, I said
we gotta stay
Everybody-
relevant.
No, I said no. Listen to me.
I
stupid.
believe her because Lenny does the same thing. Lenny has all this revisionist history. Lenny's a fucking idiot. for how quote unquote smart he seems to be, he's just as dumb as it comes.
Well,
know?
he was here a couple weeks
He
ago.
can't remember anything. He's like, no, what happened was, I go, that's not even close to what happened. It was 3 months ago.
Can I just say this? He never said one bad thing about you.
Well, I don't give a shit. He's a piece of shit. Anyway, regardless.
He calls me and shits on him right and
I know,
left. So it's
he
the
was-
opposite.
he
It's the
was
opposite.
shitting on him
We have
here,
the different relationship.
Total piece of shit.
What, just as a person or just a
No, I
stupid?
did. Now that I know him, I realize he's a complete fucking worthless.
Why? Because what is the issue with him?
Every possible issue. Like he wants.
He's too
just-
liberal for you.
No, he's not. He's nothing. He don't even vote. He's never voted.
He's never voted.
Never voted. Never had a drink. Never.
Never had a drink.
Never had a drink.
Never smoked weed.
Never smoked.
No,
weed.
he's
Get the fuck-
straight
never, not
arrow.
even tried it once.
We had a bet, and he actually had his first beer on our show. He
That's
drank a 24-ounce
What the fuck
Budweiser.
is wrong with him? Is he
Exactly.
Is he more,
Exactly.
It's so weird. You can't get around
No, he's like
it.
a control freak. Like you can't switch times. I would say, Lenny, can we do the show on Friday at 5? He goes, no, because I got a spot. It was just all this like. I'm like, Lenny, first of all, Lenny, I don't even need you anymore, okay? I can fucking get Vic Henley at basically a drop of a fucking...
Yes.
I just said it
I'm
'cause he's
always here. I'm always here.
No, I basically
Jesus
said, I don't
Christ.
even need you. The fans are basically asking me to fire him and get anybody. And I
my God.
I like having him because he's
Even a girl?
Not a girl, but just about
not that far
anybody.
down.
What about so you're saying he adds nothing?
I'm saying like you just find out like what a fucking what comic in history has never had a drink. Unless you're a Mormon or something, like who? Like, I mean, some comics don't drink now. Some comics don't drink now, but almost nobody's never had a drink. No. Like, who has never had a drink?
I hate
to harp on that, but it's like, who?
I tried to pin him down on, you went to college, so during your 4 goddamn years of college, not one Jell-O shot, not one just sip of something at a party, was there some punching? He swore up and down, no.
Even to get pussy, you got to drink?
Yeah.
I don't know how he got his girlfriend.
Back in the day.
Fiance, they're getting married. They're getting
married.
Yeah.
And she's younger too, right?
Oh yeah, she's younger.
See, I thought when he came in,
why is that a shock?
Well, he's old.
When he came in, I thought what he did, and I said this to him, his statistic thing for football. I thought that was his day gig, and I go, see, you got it easy in comedy because you have something to fall back on. You don't have to make a living doing comedy. He goes, no, I don't make any money doing fucking the statistics.
Yeah, he's a spotter. He's a spotter for the Giants football team.
Yeah,
right?
so he doesn't.
Yeah, but he does make money in his website stuff. He makes money because I paid him like $800 to fix my fucking website.
Oh, he does all that?
He makes a lot of money doing troubleshooting computer. He's a wizard on the computer stuff.
But also, if you need, if you need to get an audition tape.
Yeah, anything. Anything. He can edit.
It's like Pete Klusman.
Yeah, he's the modern day.
Don't go like that.
Yeah,
but no Vietnam.
Well, I was going to say without the flashbacks.
No, don't click your fingers. He'll fucking snap.
So I told Lenny. I told Lenny one time.
Exactly.
We got into a big fight because why is the guy waving to me?
5 minutes
till break.
No, we got into a big fight because we were just feuding, right off the bat. So I said, Lenny, I go on the air. I said, Lenny. You're not because he was just he wouldn't do anything. Like he was just really fucking like I just couldn't believe it. Like he wouldn't switch days. He's like, no. I said, well, how about we started doing it at 1:00 on Monday, so it always had to be 1:00 on Monday. It always had it was just it made no sense depending on if something was coming up.
Let me say about a podcast.
So then the thing was that I forgot my point. Anyway, go.
I know you sound like a great co-host.
No, I talk the whole time. Lenny don't even talk.
That's what Lenny said.
Well, I mean, he can't.
No, the podcast. We do our podcast. Oh fuck, we got to do it because there's no day it has to come out. It's fucking a podcast.
But I agreed. We initially agreed Monday at 1:00, so it had to be Monday at 1:00.
Why? What else is he doing?
That was the point. Anytime he tried to make a
tapes.
Right. Trying to make a point.
Vanessa Hollingshead website needs to be redone.
The punchline was always Corey Kahane.
First time that name's been said on the show. Thank you, Vic.
Yeah.
If I said, he goes, I can't, I'm not available. I go, why? What's Corey Kahane doing? It was always Corey Kahane.
Corey keeps him busy. Corey does keep him busy.
She was always like a fucking easy punchline. Was Corey Kahane killing me? I can't even say it now. But anyway, so that was the whole thing. Like Lenny wouldn't, and I said, Lenny, you're not even a real fucking comic. And I go, you don't even.
He did Letterman twice.
I know, but I said,
whoa, that doesn't mean anything.
I said, listen,
I'm not going against
Lenny. I'm not rehashing. I'm just saying, I go, Lenny. Lenny's whole point was, and we got into a big feud because I said, you want to do a gig on brokerage, like Misery Loves Company, And he goes,
he can't go out there.
He goes, no. So he won't. Basically, I said, Lenny, you won't leave the fucking island. And so then I said, you're not a real comic. He goes, I've done Letterman 3 times. I go, he's on the island. You know what I mean? So he don't leave. I said, do you ever get on a plane and to headline a gig? He goes, yeah. I go, where? He goes, Austin. I go, what? Because I know whatever
Cap City Comedy
Cap
Club.
City's there. So I was waiting for him to say that. He goes JCC. I go, what? So I didn't even know what it was.
Jewish Community Center.
Liz goes the Jewish Community Center. I'm like, Lenny, you could have fucking lied right there. Like you could have just said Cap Cities. I wouldn't have fucking.
He's never had a drink. He's not gonna lie.
Huh? But it was so exhausting. So now it's like I'm like this. Now I'm the crazy guy on the show because Lenny's such a stiff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his girlfriend hates me because I call her Yoko. It's like it's just a fucking thing. But it's so easy to get Lenny riled up because everything kind of riles him up because
But you're
It's
calm
just
and cool.
Lenny. No, I'm not calm and cool. I just see him there, and it's easy to agitate.
Well, when like you're on the same network as us, whose idea was this for you guys
Bobby
two?
Kelly.
Bobby put you
genius.
two together.
Like I said, he don't look smart, but maybe he is.
Bobby, yeah. I know. We were at his barbecue.
He's breathing too hard to be smart. You know what I mean? When people breathe that hard, you think that guy can't be smart.
Plus when you see his before and after pictures at the cellar, you're like, is that possible?
Yeah, right.
The guy actually looked like that, and now he looks like
Bobby
that.
looks like he ate Bobby.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't
like
care
a
what anybody
fucking
says.
sea animal.
There's a lot of Bobby's one of the nicest, best guys in the business.
I don't know
out of all
about that.
He's
but-
truly
How
one of
come
my
everybody-
favorite people.
Me too.
He really is.
When I said he's one of the nicest guys at the cellar the other night, Liz and Essie are like, "What are you talking about? Like, is he an asshole to other people?"
No, they know him. He's just got a temper. He flips out on Liz all the time.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Well, he's still a great guy. I didn't know he had. Yeah, everybody has a temper. Me and Bobby almost went at it once. I threw a whole fucking plate of wings on him once.
Seriously?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
We were fucking. He threw like I was smoking cigarettes.
I wish Foley was here to listen to this.
No,
oh boy.
Plate of wings.
he took, and they went. It was a 12-pack.
I love those.
He took my
Where were
cigarettes
you?
at the cellar. He took my cigarettes.
How much did you lose on that throw?
Oh, he's betting
That
on
was
that?
$6.95
I thought
down
it was
the
a
drain.
betting joke.
No. All right,
Don't you gamble? You quit.
Sometimes, not much.
Oh my God!
Just every Sunday?
Let's talk about this after the break because he has a serious scratch-off problem.
No, I quit.
Yes, he does.
off.
I even heard
Oh,
that
my
secondhand.
God.
They were throwing you under the bus about this a few weeks ago when I was down here. Something about the lottery came up and everybody went, Rich Voss, Rich Voss, Rich Voss. It was just across the room, the muffled cough, Rich Voss
First
thing.
of all, you know what?
Yeah.
All right, we got to wrap it up.
Well, let's do some quick plugs. You got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm at the Stress Factory. You ever heard of it?
It's right by our house. When are you there?
It was a fucking joke. Yeah, didn't you start there?
No, I know. I'm just saying, when are you there? So if we can come.
This week.
Thursday
This week.
through Saturday.
Yeah, this
and then
week.
I'm doing a July.
What's the name of it?
I'm doing July 1st at the brokerage. Misery Loves Company and Friends. Lenny's not involved.
No,
so.
Lenny won't go to the brokerage. He's banned.
No, I got him back in, Vic. I got him back in. I made like 7 phone calls to get him back in, and Lenny goes, "I'm still not going."
See?
He goes, he goes, "I'm gonna middle for you." I go, "It's part of the tour, you idiot." And that was the whole thing. Like I just flipped out. I go, "You won't leave the fucking island."
But wait
he
a
won't
second.
leave the island.
Why was he
why
banned
was he
from the
banned?
brokerage?
5 years ago, and I got him in. I said, me and Lenny, I talked to Mark. I said, if I get what
we're
you
right
call it
here.
in,
We
they
can hear
go,
you.
can
I
Lenny
can't.
come back? They go, yeah, no problem. We don't care. Because he listens to the show. Mark listens to the show. All those guys listen to the show. So they're like, yeah, we don't care. Lenny goes, I'm not doing it. I'm like, Lenny, you're fucking pathetic. That's
3 clubs he can get
But
in. They got 3 clubs.
why was he banned in the
because he
first
called
place?
some woman. They said he called a woman a cunt, but he said
Won't
he
take
called
a
a woman.
drink?
He said he told a woman to go fuck herself or something. But either way,
I think it was both.
Yeah,
I think it was
but-
go fuck yourself, you
I
fucking
got banned
cunt.
for saying that.
Well, no,
Cunts in a
when he
joke.
tells it in a good way, he lambates the lady.
really,
He's
It was-
proud of
and
it.
it was his.
There's
it
no
was her
backpedaling.
birthday. It was her birthday.
Yeah, it was her
or whatever.
birthday.
And they were just. That was when they just bought the club. They wanted to turn it. They wanted to, they wanted more people to come in and not be called cunts.
I remember. I remember when when Nick Verminski used to book that club, and he used to fucking give me lectures when I was just starting comedy. And I'm like, just give me the fucking date. You're a carpenter. You're telling me how to do comedy. You fucking cocksucker. He's a cunt.
Yeah.
So
You're
you got,
banned,
So you're at
Richard.
you're at Stress Factory this week, and then you got anything you want?
No,
to
I'm just here in the city
You're
at
in
the
the city.
Cellar, Comic Strip
Any
Live, Gotham.
Twitter, anything?
Yeah, at Vic Henley on Twitter.
Bonnie, you got anything coming up?
Who cares?
Okay.
Bonnie.
I can't look it up.
Everyone told me not to hit on Bonnie.
Well, hit on her.
When I said I was going to be on the show today, all these Twitter fucking guys were like, "Don't hit on Bonnie. Voss can't take it."
Please.
I'm like, what am I going to do?
I'm a
I already
big
fucked
fan
her.
of- I'm already a big
God, no.
Or was that Sarah?
Both. I was going to say both.
This
That
weekend
was
I'll
a
be.
busy weekend for me.
This weekend I'll be at Morty's, 16th, 17th, and 18th. Morty's Comic
how
Club,
they doing out
Indianapolis.
there?
I heard they moved to another place.
Didn't they go bankrupt or whatever?
No, I don't. Hopefully not. And then one night only next Thursday. One night only. Good nights. Fucking Raleigh, North Carolina next Thursday, and that weekend, the 24th, 25th, Dead Crow Comedy in Wilmington. I'll be taping my 5th CD, and I'm fucking funny. Go fuck yourselves. We'll be right back. All right, we don't need music now. All right, welcome back. We only got like 35 minutes. So let's make the best of this.
It's like a death panel.
Let's let Brennan go. Just let Brennan go.
No, I think he goes. He already tells the.
Let's
he
just
goes, if you guys want to leave, we only got 35 minutes.
No,
it's like Sunday Mass. Hey, we only got 35 minutes, so you guys should be looking at the clock.
I want to get the most out of this, and I got to get my plugs out. That's what I'm saying.
He's back
Plug
to
away.
The plugs.
Hey, how come they're this shooter? They want to arrest the wife now, the ex-wife.
Because she knew. She knew.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, like they all know. They all know.
Your wife knows.
Well,
Everybody knows everything. The family always knows.
Well,
the dad's in on it. The mom with the big old tits. She's in on it.
They don't live in America, the family, do they?
Yeah, they
Does your
do.
mom and dad- I'm not
They live in
following that.
Florida.
I'm too fucking. I
You're
don't want
too
to
busy playing golf with John Boehner.
Who's John Boehner?
Who's
John Boehner.
Oh, John Boehner. I thought it was a comic. I thought it was some comic you were saying.
Yeah,
Sorry.
We'll cut that out of the show. Don't
Sorry,
worry.
I thought you
You're
were
really
saying.
up on the news. I'm not. I like when people go, "I'm not following." Like, how do you not follow it? It's
I'm trying not to read stories, but it's too depressing to me.
It's not that depressing.
Not
too
to you.
depressing.
You've got a real.
Right.
You've got a real low
No, you
tolerance.
weren't there. If you're there, yeah, that's pretty bad.
No, it's just depressing that people, whatever.
The people are bad.
No, but and then if I start,
No, it
then
is
I'll
depressing.
give my opinion about Arabs, and I'll get in a big fight with her, and I'll start getting a big fight
you're
with her
anti-Arab.
because, whatever.
Here's the point.
You guys, Vic is crying. I just saw him wiping tears.
Here's the point. If an American, if a
Can we get some music for this?
If someone of American heritage went to a Muslim country and shot 50 Muslims dead, would another American be allowed in that country? No. Never.
After Colin bombed at Knicks in Boston, they weren't using New York comics for a while.
I don't know what the fuck you said, but listen.
Are we supposed to be better than other countries?
No, the point is it's a different war. It's a different war. So the fact that we're supposed to be cool with them and they're not cool with us, that's fucked. Bottom line, that's fucked.
It is fucked.
They're not doing the golden rule thing, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yes.
I'm saying if you want us to be cool with you got to, but they're not cool. So we're not. I don't think we should be cool with them anymore.
Right, let's just escalate it.
Well, what do you mean escalate?
We could fucking bomb them. Done. We could just bomb them and they're done. Whoever, this ISIS, we should just fight ISIS the way we fought.
How do you fight an ideology?
No, we should just the way we used to fight the Japs.
Lewis,
Drop a bomb and take all the TVs.
Yeah, back in the day,
I don't think they have any television.
No, I was just joking. We look for all the Sonys.
JK.
No, the point is,
you know what?
we're
Whenever
trying to
there's
play. We're trying to be reasonable with unreasonable people. It's like me with my children.
There you go. That makes sense.
When I'm trying to get them to go to bed.
I like it when a mass shooting happens and Kevin Brennan won't stop joking. This is where he excels. Right after mass shootings.
Who are you being?
I don't know.
I thought Madeline Albright. I said Madeline Albright just to freak out your husband.
I know who that
is. Who the
is.
fuck is Madeline? Did she feature for me in Toledo?
First,
Madeline
I
Albright.
can't get back into Toledo.
It's all about where you can work.
Right.
I know.
See, when Rick's bombed somewhere, he's not allowed back. We should apply that to the foreigners.
I know, Madam. Whatever.
Madam who?
Madeline.
Madam
He's
Albright.
got me rattled, and we've had great political discussions as I was driving him home. But just see,
right.
But now
see how he
that's-
turns on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I wanted to
Lenny
do last
told
week.
us this would happen.
Because what happened?
No, because I was offended that you guys didn't have me on last week when I could have made some money. But
We weren't on last week.
yeah, you did the show at the Comedy Cellar.
We did the live show.
Yeah, I got it. I saw it on Twitter. And who'd you get?
Oh, you would have done that?
Oh my God, really?
Oh my God.
What a piece of shit.
Big J, Vecchione, Pete Lee.
No.
I didn't book it. Bonnie booked it.
Right.
You said you were busy.
You're like every booker. I don't book that. I don't book that. I book the features. Did somebody tell you I book the headliners? It's like Vinnie Brandt does the same thing. He's like, how come I can't get a break? And then he books every fucking new young guy who can't fucking headline. Like, what's that tall black guy who works at the stand? He looks like a fucking...
I don't know.
Oh, he was on our show. Monroe Martin.
Yeah, he looks like a cartoon character.
Monroe Martin.
Well, there's a lot of them.
And I said to Vinny, Vinny, he don't have 15 minutes. He goes, well, I don't... Well, he's hot. I go, you... And then, Vinny, you wonder why you don't get anything? Because you're old and you're not hot. But you always want, like, how come I can't get a break? For that reason.
No, he
they
can't
always
get a
go
break.
for the younger fucking guy who's hot. And that's who you guys booked at your fucking piece of shit show last
Mike
week.
Vecchione.
Yeah, Mike's hot. Mike's hot.
No, wait, first of all,
They're all younger than me, so I took it personally.
Oh,
well,
really?
we did.
Yeah, I very
we
much
did
took
have
it
a
personally.
50 cutoff. Sorry.
And then boss would be like, "How come they don't book me? Because you're 70."
No, I'm going to be.
So apply the same fucking when she asked you to. How come the same reason she didn't book me last week?
He did himself a favor. He started doing a podcast, kept himself relevant. When you get 250
Who came up with the
podcasts.
name? Who came up with the name? Is that
We were
going to
do a different name, and then at the last minute, I suggested My Wife Hates Me because
she's the brains of the operation. But I really didn't book the comics.
It's not hard to do.
No, I know. Nobody books anything. Nobody, and it's nobody's fault.
It was only $50.
All right, I'll tell you the truth.
No, I'm just
tell you the truth. Rich suggested you. I said, no fucking way. Do we want this to be a hit or not?
I believe this conversation took place.
Everything this guy
I
touches
totally
turns
believe
to
it.
First
shit.
of all, I'm a big fan of yours.
Even when they say that, I know that's bullshit.
No, I'm
Nobody,
tell you why.
if they're real fan of yours, they don't say that.
I didn't say of comedy.
I'm a big fan of Mick. Look, I can say it with straight face. I don't mean it.
I don't mean it as your comedy as a person. I'm a big fan. I don't give a fuck about what you do on stage.
After the HBO specials that we taped, and then didn't you get a deal after that? And
Didn't you?
I didn't get a deal after, no. So you had an opportunity there to rise above.
Yeah, I fucked
what
it
happened?
up. I fucked it up.
How'd you fuck it up?
They didn't pick me.
What do you mean?
Do you not know how show business works?
Oh, you did
they
the show?
They make 30, and then they pick 5.
You watch yourself right now. You look me in the eye. I wanted to know if you wrote a script, yes or no?
For that pilot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you shoot the script?
Yes.
Yes. And did you make any more? Just the one pilot?
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. And then
Why
they
were
took a
you
look
asking
at.
it?
Well,
Yeah,
because
what's your
it's
line-
like
what's your line of
Because he didn't
questioning?
ask me to be on it.
No, you never were on it. You know, you guys are supposed to be great friends. He never put you
Who's
on it.
great friends?
We're not great
Why
friends.
Why didn't you put Rich or I on your pilot?
Because you had your own pilot.
I did not have my own
You
pilot.
think I'm just going to put anybody on? I couldn't even I wasn't controlling that.
Oh,
who was on my pilot?
Oh, you don't book the regulars on your show. Somebody else
Absolutely
does
not.
that.
She's
Or
a
you're
real
only in
cunt,
charge
Rich.
of the.
She's a real cunt twat, whatever word you're using
That's what they
in
call
Central New Jersey.
That's the name of my special.
McFarlane.
Cunt twat.
Cunt twat.
Oh my God.
That's my
You guys
Native
deserve each
American name.
other. You didn't put me on. You didn't put Rich. I'm going to put Rich on my fucking pilot. That'll be the day. I did try to get one guy on. They laughed at me. They're like, "It don't work that way." I go, "I
Who'd
know."
you try
but
to get on?
Some fat
Lenny?
guy. No, yeah, Lenny. No, fat guy that I worked with. One of my brothers was fat, and I thought this guy was like a regular fat guy. Instead, I got an actor who was, played a fat guy.
Did they try to get your brother to play you on the show?
My brother?
You don't have a brother anymore.
Which one? He's got 27 of them.
Neil?
The famous one.
Oh, yeah,
Which
Neil's
one?
famous.
Danny Brennan's the most famous Brennan.
I can't believe people think Neil's famous.
No, Danny's famous.
How come everything Neil does, he has to have John Legend support him or Dave Chappelle? If Neil was famous, would he really need a fucking boost for every job he ever
Wait,
did?
you think he's famous? Neil's famous? Neil's not
Neil
famous.
is. Oh
You
my
guys
God!
fuck outta
Take
here.
a look at his Twitter followers. Number
Shut up.
one. How
You
many
guys
do you?
have- you
How
guys
many do
have-
you have?
I don't think he's famous.
How many do you have?
Listen, can
It
I?
doesn't
First
matter
of
if he's
all-
famous. If he's famous, would he have somebody producing a fucking one-man show?
Can I
that
just
holds
say this?
47 people?
How many mics-
Bonnie, I'll break your fucking finger. I will break your
told you
fucking
not
finger.
to get him started. What
How
am I
many?
telling you?
God.
How many mics do you use when you do a show? One.
The
He
most
uses
I've ever used
3.
was 2.
Yeah.
I used 2 one
What's
time.
he doing, Jeff Martyr? Hey, listen, guys.
I remember that.
I said it on Opie.
No, what? Jeff Martyr? You remember
Yeah,
Jeff Martyr?
I gave Jeff Martyr a shout out, and then I watched him on YouTube, and he was real. Jeff Martyr was really good looking.
Yeah, it was a young fucking star. Here's why I'm a fan of Kevin's. And
you're not even a fan.
I'm not talking about your comment. I'm talking as a person.
We tried to
clarifying that.
We tried to get Neil on our live show, but he was busy.
No, because when our movie came out, and you called,
I stood up for you guys. I don't even know that.
No, yes. I do. I love you.
Busy
I think
wiping
you're
her cunt twat.
and her
Jesus.
And her taint hole.
When you guys get bitter, man, you go down that hole. Jesus.
I'm there. I'm already there.
Yeah.
So
I'm just looking up all day.
Not only that, your dislike for certain people like me, which I like.
The thing was when I was in California, I realized everybody that you guys think like show business is,
tell us what it's about.
No, when you live in California, you realize nobody really gives a fuck about it. Like you guys give a shit about each other because you have a child together.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's all pretend. It's all like, I'll do this, and then as soon as the car door closes, you're like, fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Is that how you feel about Rich?
Huh? I'm not tight with him. I've never played golf with him.
Yes. No, we're comic friends, like hello in the club, hello, goodbye.
We had pie one time in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That was it.
Did we?
Yeah.
In Cincinnati?
Yeah, I was driving through town and you were headlining. And then we went to Perkins to get some pie.
We had pie together. That's it. I mean,
is that code for something?
I
No,
wish it was.
Yeah, it's not. Sadly, it's not.
Which was code for like fucking black cock or something. Something sexy. Is that code? Yeah. Not in Cincinnati.
I remember when the pie came in our face.
A lot of whipped cream on that pie.
So I'm doing 2 pies at once.
So anyway, but the point is, you realize it's like it is what it is. So you ain't got no friends. So when Sarah was doing that to you, I'm like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? My point is, if she's not gonna hire me, can she really hurt me? You know what I mean?
I feel like that all the time. That's my whole motto in life.
If they're not gonna. Bonnie, can I talk? It's your show. You're here every week. Now the point is, if they're not going to hire me, what can they do?
You've never had anyone agree with you before.
Are they going to take work away from me? Like, is Sarah going to go around to her agent? I think Neil did that at Montreal. I think he had me banned from Montreal this year.
Your own brother. Your own brother.
No, I was supposed to have gotten it. I don't even give a fuck, but I was supposed to have gotten it.
We're doing our radio show up there. If you want, we're doing our radio show, and the reason why because Montreal will never use me. They never. Once in that blue moon, they've used me. But so Sarah said, well, we can do our radio show there.
Yeah.
And I said, Bonnie, we can go up there and be our own thing. We don't need them. Do you understand? You don't think that's fucking... Why do you laugh at me?
I'm not. I think it's fantastic.
And then you can do a guest set and fucking tear it up.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Show them.
I'm not doing guest set. Last time we did our podcast up there, they wanted us to do all these free shows. I'm going, what the fuck? I'm not a new comic. I'm not doing...
No, but Montreal isn't even what it used to be, because it used to be like, deals and whatever. But I think I say that Neil got me banned from Montreal. I don't know if he did, but it's a good story.
Were you supposed to do new faces?
Yeah, new
Do you guys ever talk on the phone?
What?
Did you ever call him up? How's it going?
No, I went to a show though. I snuck in his show, so I saw that.
How was it?
He knows what I'm saying, because he goes on. He was on Fitzsimmons' podcast. Apparently, he was like talking about I was at his show. I haven't talked to him, but he hears through the grapevine, maybe through you.
I tell him everything.
Bonnie did the Simmons podcast, and that's the second thing on her resume now. Fucking Jay Moore texts me at 4 a.m. What the fuck is Bonnie doing Fitzsimmons? No, he just goes, what the fuck is Bonnie doing Fitzsimmons and not doing my podcast? I'm sorry, I stopped booking
big on the
Bonnie.
podcast circuit,
Talk to
guys.
our fucking publicist.
Right.
I can't get anyone to come to my stand-up shows, but people want me on the podcast.
Yeah, you're a good podcaster. The way you just
so wait, you won't do Jay Moore's, but you'll do Fitzsimmons?
I will never fucking do Jay Moore's.
No, and that's the easiest way to get something. That's another thing I learned in show, but it's the easiest way to get something to say you'll never fucking do it. Right. And then I said on my podcast that
I'll never fucking get herpes.
Go ahead. Cut him off for that fucking joke.
Bonnie, you are good on the radio.
Thank you.
On the radio.
So I said,
he takes so long to fucking say anything. It's like,
what the fuck? We're killing time anyhow.
No, I was talking about
we're killing time. It's our fucking radio show.
Oh.
I was talking about Ted Alexandro, because he's always saying his hippy dippy shit, and he was talking about. No, he's talking about income inequality, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And he wrote a big thing on Facebook about income inequality, and we got to fix that, and Bernie's going to fix that, and show business, the income inequality in show business is ridiculous. And of course, he got like 5,000 likes because all his followers are either like hippies or comics, you know? So I said, really? I go, really? That's why you got in the show business, for income equality? I go, you just opened for Jim Gaffigan at Madison Square Garden. So did you guys split the loot 3 ways? You, Todd Glass, and fucking Jim Gaffigan?
Todd Glass was on that show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, did you try to get on?
No, not at all. I think Todd is fucking one of the funniest.
No matter what you say, he's like, wait, who books that? He's like the old-fashioned who books that.
Have you not met him? No, I'm a big fan
I'll
of
be
Tucker.
telling him a story about how somebody got in a fight or something.
He'd be doing a guest set at Madison Square Garden. He'd be selling CDs at fucking...
Yes, he would.
So at the exit. At one of the exits. And have Bonnie at the other exit.
Yeah, Bonnie
working 3 kids at the other 5 exits.
So yeah, Raina's working the T-shirt table.
So when you say
I said, and by the way, Jim Gaffigan is easily the worst guy who's ever headlined Madison Square Garden. So 2 days later, I'm laying in bed on Saturday morning. I'm now being followed by Jim Gaffigan on Twitter.
Of course.
So I'm thinking I could have said a million nice things about Jim Gaffigan,
of course,
and nothing. But you say one bad thing, and he's like, "I got to keep an eye. I got to keep an eye on this."
That's the whole premise behind trolls.
I go, you motherfuckers are so obvious. Like I said, all I said was the guy was the least fucking. He was the least talented guy. I'm like friends with him almost. Like we used to be friends.
Did you
know?
ever have pie with him?
Huh? No, we used to hang out a little bit.
But wait a second.
Me and him got in a fight at McDonald's one time.
Just
back in the day. Yeah, 57th and 8th. Yeah. It was.
How many does that seat? That's a rich
Who books that? Who books that? Two shows?
I do Burger King.
So you're all right. Arby's.
He does Burger King across the street.
But wait a second.
They won't take his calls at McDonald's.
But wait a second. Gaffigan did a show for the Pope.
Open for the Pope in Philly.
In Philly,
open for the Pope.
Yeah, I didn't mention that. I didn't mention that.
But now
I let that lie because out of respect for my upbringing.
But how did he do on that? I mean,
it don't matter. Nobody gives a shit.
It don't matter.
I think it's like a weird kind of a situation where he's like, you don't have to. You just have to not fucking curse or say cuntwad or anything like that where it becomes a spectacle. You just do okay, and then people are like, he's terrific.
Please welcome
the Pope loved him.
Cuntwad.
Please welcome. Keep it going for the Pope, everybody.
Yeah, because the Pope always sells out. He hits bonus everywhere.
The Pope always does well.
He sells out. He sells out cities.
The merch, the merchandise money he makes. Those tour jackets.
Fuck stadiums. Yeah. He does
so anyway, the point is, if you say shit, if you can say, like, now that I live here, whatever, you can just say whatever you want, especially if they live in Los Angeles or if you don't see them.
Yeah, but
you just say whatever you want, and what are they going to do to you?
Los Angeles.
What are they going to do to you?
Well, here's the thing: you can piss off the wrong person, and it
how? And what are they going to do to me? Kill me?
No, not at all. But you
can't get any. You know what the definition of freedom is? Having nothing left to lose.
Thanks, Janice. Thanks, Janice Joplin.
Me, I was going to say this all of a sudden, Christopherson. You're fucking doing me and Bobby McGee.
I'm just trying to say he's at the lowest point in his career.
Yeah, doing this podcast is.
This is a radio show. This is a real radio show, man. This is the radio show.
Feels like a podcast.
That's
what they're going for.
This is
smells like
when we describe it to people, we always say you don't know if you're on break or not.
We're on we're drive time in L.A. right now. That's what I'm just saying. We're big.
All right, name my name. I'll trash him.
Name a name.
George Clooney.
George Clooney, he's such a fucking dick. He said he would never get married, and what does he do? He gets married. You can't trust anybody out there. Did he say he would never get married?
He said he would never get married.
And then he got married.
But,
and then, speaking of Ted Alexandra, like
but to
I
be
do
fair,
like Ted
she's only the weight of half a woman.
But Ted Alexandra, he's always like, I'm going to be, he's just one of those guys who like, when I have kids, going to be, and like, and the liberal progressive movement is all about like no negative emotions and everything. I talked to Noam one day about it. I go, they're like delusional because they don't have like real responsibilities and they don't realize like what a fucking pain in the ass like being married and have kids. It's like, after a while, no matter how fucking progressive minded you are, at some point you're like, this sucks, So now he has a girlfriend that lives that moved in with him. It was like his soulmate that Lenny told me they split up like 10 years ago, and now she moved back from Italy. But he's like bitching about her in his act. I'm like, I win. Like I felt like I win. So now because he's like he's bringing me down. He's bringing me down with these jokes, you know. Because he's like, my girlfriend, she moved in, and he's not saying the C word, but he wants to. You know what I mean? Well, so I'm like, I feel like I'm justified in like because there's nothing wrong with being like a negative fucking person if you just embrace it. You know what I mean? There's no point in like being all Facebooky like you got to be positive. Why? Everyone has to be positive?
No.
And then what happens?
I don't know.
So I'm perfectly fine trashing whoever. That's the whole show. I go after Lenny. I went after the fans last week, and the fans were like, "We don't care if you go after the comedy community." Oh, you don't? You mean the place I make a living? They go, "We don't care if you go after the comedy community or your brother, but don't go after us." Because I went after the fans because they're cheap fucks because they wouldn't donate enough money. We set up a donate.
Oh, wait, Lenny talked about this on the show.
Why we don't get a donation thing? How do you do that?
That's weird because you're Jewish, but
whoa!
Once again,
start the car.
I was with you.
Have you gotten any money from it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to say how much it is because then Lenny will want a piece. No, we have a 50-50 show. With the contract we signed was 50-50.
What, with Riotcast?
Yeah.
They get half of your donation?
No, me and Lenny are 50-50. Like after Riotcast takes their money, it was like 50-50 me and Lenny.
But why would Riotcast take any money from donations?
No, not donations, from ads or whatever.
You get ads? We haven't had an ad in 2 years because of her. See, we were doing an ad.
Chill for the man.
I heard you fucked up.
I
heard you got the whole network in trouble.
Yeah, she goes,
apparently. Why don't you just play ball? You can't play ball for 30 seconds?
After the fucking ad, she goes, who writes this?
I would suck a dick for ads.
Yeah.
On TV.
Who needs ads? But we get
that's just so you have an excuse to suck a dick. Come on,
we lost.
Don't play games with me.
Starts killing 50 people at a fucking...
You can't say Hitler in the middle of a fucking read.
You said Hitler?
Yes. She said Hitler in the middle of every...
Look, at one of the ads it said, hey, she may say no. She may say no, but she really wants it. It was about flowers, getting flowers. And I was like, this is like rape culture. Why
so they're paying. It's not your problem.
You put rape culture in the middle of your ad.
Go ahead and rape her. That's what they're saying.
You're still doing it. You never learn.
And then they were going to send us free product.
The product?
No, we didn't get the product.
Yeah, so Lenny was telling me, like, once we get ads, we were fighting about 50-50
do you know what
split
this
anyway.
Is? This is a microphone, so you don't have to yell to the people.
we were fighting about 50-50 split anyway, because it started out being 50-50, but then, like, whatever. Then I was doing most of the talking or whatever. So I said, well, and then all the fans were like, it's not 50-50. And then Liz joined from who works at a comedy cell, and people loved her too. So I'm like, I don't even need Lenny anymore.
Oh, so Liz is part of your podcast?
Yeah. So then I said, Lenny goes, here's the deal, Kevin. You can get all the donations, and I go, okay, so I get all the donations. But wait, so go to my website, Kevin Brennan Comedian, and hit donate. Even on Voss's thing.
And you get to give
out
it
of
all.
respect for Voss, I'm going to plug my donate thing on his show.
Go ahead, because ours is Amazon.RichVoss. If you buy on Amazon,
I'm not doing that yet because I think that's a bit of a sellout.
Why?
Because Amazon's like big.
He'll suck a dick on national television.
Amazon.
We get a kickback from them.
I know, but it feels a little dirty. I'll do it eventually, but I always hold out.
We just started.
Just like even with the donate, I held out, and then I'm like, once Lenny gave me the stats. Because Lenny's a stat guy. Once he gave me the stats, I'm like, when we're going to make money. And Lenny was a real downer because he thinks he's like got to be like a fucking wet blanket with like that's how statisticians are. Like, here's the deal, everybody. I'm like, fuck it. We got to get donations because I'm not going to wait that. I'm not going to make it till next year waiting for an ad. Plus, I said, if we have like all these downloads every week, why should I wait for one guy to place an ad when I can just get thousands of people maybe donate,
That's the problem.
And then we had one more thing. Another thing.
You can do two more.
Eddie If used to do his show. They would have people come in and they would pay to sit in on the show. So we did that.
Eddie If, well, first of all,
him and Jim Jeffries.
Well, here's the thing. If they did that, I was to see Jim.
Can I just ask a question? When's the last time you had a hearing test?
Huh?
When's the...
I didn't even do that. I wasn't even trying to be funny. I wasn't even trying to be funny. That's how gifted I am.
You're a savant.
So here's my problem.
Bonnie, shut up or else I bring up Mark Cohen.
He brings it up every day.
I do. I told her she wants me to learn how to play guitar. So here's the problem with me in life. We've already done 250. I think it's too late to start this fucking donation thing, but Bobby's been doing it. We don't sell shirts. We do nothing. We can't even take calls on our podcast. We do not. We sit in our dining room.
Why can't we though?
Because I'm stupid. But I don't know how to
take calls here.
Oh yeah, this is radio. This ain't a podcast. This is radio.
But why don't you take calls here?
We do, but no one's calling us because we'd rather talk with you and
866-969-1969.
I tweeted today that people call in so I wouldn't have to talk to you.
I know, I read that. It was funny. I retweeted it.
Oh yeah, thanks.
To all my
free.
Huh? so now is this donation thing hard to set up?
I retweeted Neil's.
No. You just go. No, they already have it set up on Riotcast. You just have to they just have to hook it up for you.
We got to get it because we just started the Amazon.RichVoss. If you buy an Amazon, go to Amazon.RichVoss.com. We did that. We just set that up.
And here's another thing. We were going to sell
stuff.
By
the way, the audience loves this conversation. Yeah, how do you guys make money? Oh, if everybody's listening with bated breath. Ooh, are they going to tell us?
That's what people say to me. They go, well, you should not talk about the one show I talked about. If they said for 45 minutes, I talked about for 26 minutes because I listened to the show after because people were complaining. The show was an hour and a half. I talked about it for 26 minutes.
But if you slow you down to where you can understand it,
what do you want to talk about? The guy in fucking Orlando?
No.
You know what I mean?
There's
so people are like, oh, what? You should talk about something else. What? Current events at Madeline Albright? There's nothing to talk about.
No.
Joe Rogan?
How about Jeff Ross asked us to do roast battle in Montreal? He wanted me to go against Bonnie.
And you guys said no, because Amazon wouldn't approve of it.
Yes, because we couldn't make a kickback on it.
Really?
We're not doing roast battle.
Would he pay you?
No,
there's no money for Montreal.
No, we would.
There's no money to do the show.
I know it's on Comedy Central, but I'm not going to go against in a roast battle against Bonnie.
Yeah, it's tacky.
It's stupid.
You'd be like, you're pussy, so. I'd be like TMR.
We just tell real stories about each other.
The Cotters would be very jealous if you guys did that.
That pussy's been hit more than an NFL player's wife.
Hey,
boom,
good night, boom.
No, because
and then it'll just close at Mark Cohen. They
have two fucking, they have gay guys. And I would have kind of done it, but Bonnie didn't want to do it. So
Ken from Texas, let's go.
Oh, we got somebody.
Wait, you can do that. Wait, Ken, hold on. You can do that so professionally, but you can't read any fucking ad copy.
I can do it, but I don't like to do stuff unless I'm being funny. So I was being funny about it. I didn't know people were going to take it seriously, and I also didn't know they were going to listen. I thought our guy
was
editing the copy.
But you did it here or at home?
At home. The podcast is at home.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't do it at home. You're too comfortable.
I agree. Sometimes
for copy.
Yeah, because on our podcast, we've done
he will argue anything. I say about Rich. I say Rich will argue anything, but I'm starting to see
what
Kevin.
Why we're such good friends, me and Kevin? Because we had pie.
No, I can't believe you don't kill each other. Actually,
no, I don't even. I only do this on a podcast. Normally, I don't even give a shit. I just
I've
agree
seen
with
you
everybody.
in real life, Kevin. I know what you're like.
I used to invite him to my house all the time.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Stop
Twice.
More than twice.
Not just me and you. To play poker.
We were playing poker.
Get Eddie Brill on the phone. Why was he saying no to females somewhere?
He was already there.
Was Eddie posting long Facebook fucking memories of when he opened for Three Dog Night? Who gives a fuck? All right,
he tells some long stories.
Or maybe Steve, or some of Steve Marmel's fucking liberal fucking rants on Facebook. Enough. We don't give a fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ken, go ahead.
Hey, you guys, Kevin Brennan is great radio, and I love you guys because you and Rich are like my wife. I'm like 15 years older than my wife, and you guys are awesome. So I totally relate to y'all. And like I said, Kevin Brennan, you're such a freaking badass on radio. You are great radio when you come on any show. Go on Opie Radio. You should have your own show because you're a badass. I love your show.
Well, what are you calling? What do you got to say?
No, I do have my own show. I'm saying no, because you're mad because he didn't compliment you.
I did. He just said he loves me and Bonnie.
I have a. Hey, Ken, do you listen to my podcast? Ken.
Rich, you're funny because you annoy me in the way that I know that I annoy my wife in the same way because we do the same shit. We're all about us, and then when we fuck up really badly, we suck up as bad as we can.
You're a good man.
I love that about you.
Wait, do you listen to my podcast?
He can hear you. I don't know why you're yelling.
No, he said I should have a radio show.
He's in Texas.
Wait, he said I have a radio show.
Do you listen to my podcast?
Wait, do you?
Oh, you're great on radio, except for the yelling.
He said I should have a radio show. I have a radio show. Technically, I guess it's a podcast.
No, it's a podcast.
Why? What's the difference? It's still the same thing.
I'll tell you the difference. My mailman has a podcast. That's the difference.
Thanks for calling.
All right.
Go ahead. I believe it's George. George from Missouri.
Yeah, I was wondering, does being a comedian bring this much happiness to all comedians or just to you guys?
Yeah, no. Did you think this is happiness? I don't know if that's sarcastic.
Sarcastic.
Oh, yeah.
Sarcastic. No, it depends how well you're doing. Like Kevin Hart's probably doing pretty happy.
It's like you're really happy all the time.
Yeah, they love joy.
No, I'm doing a character.
Somebody in his family can act. Although Danny Brennan would argue with that probably.
What's Oklahoma, is this guy again the anal sex guy?
John, what?
I am not the anal sex guy. This is my first time calling.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead.
My wife wants to have anal sex with me.
Right.
She likes to have a strap on. Likes the sensation of.
Oh, she wants to fuck you.
Yes.
Lucky. What a great relationship.
Is this call supposed to be for a Judy Gold show? Why are they calling you asking for strap-on advice?
Because we do give marital advice.
Oh, you do?
They are married.
We're supposed to.
Are you still with your wife?
In the Lord's eyes, yes.
Oh, you're not divorced?
Good for you. Look at.
So one time he shut up.
Yeah, got real quiet right there.
No, I can't talk. My wife might be listening.
No one's listening. Except this fucking clown from fucking Oklahoma that wants it in the ass. The only reason you don't want to do it because you don't want your wife to think you like it.
No, I don't want to do it to begin with.
Have you ever had something in your ass?
No, I don't like it in my ass.
No, have you ever had a finger in your ass while you're getting a...
I had a Remington micro screen shaver in my ass. It felt so good I bought the company.
Hey!
Oh, God. Are you kidding me?
That
was my closer in 1982.
I knew.
That's why I did it on purpose.
I bought the company. I liked it so much I bought the company.
Bonnie, can you help me with this, Bonnie?
I don't want something in my ass either, so I'm with you.
But she's Canadian.
Listen, there's nothing wrong.
Listen, if you like shit in your ass, then there's nothing wrong with it. He doesn't. If you're with the same person, you got to mix it up to keep it fresh.
Thank you.
Try yelling.
I like it around.
What's that?
I like it in. I like it around. I don't like it.
Just start off small and work your way to a basketball team. Start off with a finger and work your way to Norton.
I don't want it in. I like it around.
Just you know what? You could let her just fuck you between the legs, like without it going in.
What? With a strap on? What? With a strap on?
Yeah. Then she gets the sensation of putting it in. So you put your legs together, and then it goes in between.
It's not about her sensation. It's about
she wants it, and he doesn't.
That's how I fuck Bonnie. I don't even go in her pussy. She puts her legs together, and I just fuck her kneecaps.
I think the woman wants to have him feel something that he's never felt before. It's not about. It's just a strap on. Nobody feels nothing if it's the leg and a strap on.
Yeah. No, I know.
Might as well fuck your dog.
Yeah, let her fuck your dog. He doesn't want it in his fucking ass. Why is that so hard?
But she wants it to put in his ass so he'll know.
So I'm trying to have a compromise. Like. You know what that word is?
No, that's not a good compromise. I'm on Kevin's side.
Do you think it's a good compromise?
I think it's a great compromise.
Bonnie, have you ever fucked her in the ass? Why am I talking like this? No, I'm talking about him with his wife. Have you ever banged it?
Yeah, I have. I don't enjoy it. I usually put a condom on when I do it.
What? So is Lenny Marcus calling in? Who the fuck fuck puts a condom when he's fucking his wife in the ass? You can't get her ass pregnant.
I don't want to get.
What do you want to get a dirty dick?
I know. Are you talking to me?
Anybody, I'm talking to everybody, the whole nation, Obama, everybody. Who gives a shit? What happens to your dick when you're married? You're gonna get AIDS. You're gonna get AIDS from your wife.
Do you think Gavigan puts a rubber on?
It's the poop. He doesn't want poop on his dick.
Exactly. That's the exact reason.
Okay, get it. Have her get an enema. That's
a little too much work.
I fucked a. Well, you don't get poop on your dick. I mean,
if you got a real big dick.
You do.
No, I don't. You don't. No, you fucking absolutely do not. I fucked a lot of people in the ass, and I've never got anything.
I like you use the word people.
Just to keep the listeners guessing. Donate.
Kevin, would you take the condom off and put it on your own mouth after doing her in the ass?
That's not the question.
Yeah, you know,
dude.
because she's gonna suck him off after, and then he doesn't want. But the taste of condom is disgusting. I mean, you can't do that either.
Especially with asparagus.
I'd almost rather shit. All right, thanks, John from Oklahoma.
Yeah, when she makes rubber and asparagus stew.
All right, guys, let's do the plugs. You can do your ass, and we're ready to go.
Kevin Ren's he's at the Stress Factory. I was going to go him first.
Okay,
this week.
No, I'm going to go to him last week. You do like a whole thing.
I got you. All right, yeah.
I'll get mine, and then he get.
Rich has got to go first. That's the way it works. Come on, Vic.
No, this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning.
Yeah, you got a lot of things coming up, right? Why are you doing another album?
Because I want to make my other album's been out for 2 years, so it's time to make a new one.
You want to make more money? Is that why you're doing it?
No, I like creating and then I when I drop it,
he's in it for the art.
No, yeah, of course I want to make some money, but I don't want to keep selling the same CD.
And where do you sell it? At the show?
After my shows, I sell them.
CDs?
Yeah.
He
but
does
you sell
leave
it on
the
iTunes
island.
too?
What's that?
You sell it on iTunes too?
Yeah, not the last one. The last one I sold to Sirius outright, and the one before it I did on iTunes.
Okay.
And so those were the last two. And this one, because look, the industry's, I got to create my own shit. I got to do my own stuff. No one's giving me nothing. So if I keep putting out CDs and keeping my shit out there, no one can stop me.
Guess what that's called?
It's called
staying relevant.
Yes. Yeah, why wouldn't I?
No, that's why I'm asking. Yeah. So because it's a lot of work making an album and then fucking.
No, you see, I got someone that edits with me. It's a good process.
He enjoys the process.
I like the process.
But you sell it on your website?
Yeah, not the last one. The one before I did.
But don't they mostly buy it digitally now?
Yeah, iTunes. But no, I sell them after shows that I pay the IRS.
But this one he sold to Sirius. The last one he sold to Sirius, he got a big deal, and they played it 350 times on Sirius. And then...
They got to play it a certain amount of times to get their money back.
Oh, good.
So I sold it to them, and now... Then when
this is exciting stuff for the listeners. You're getting
what do you want to talk about? Man, fucking Albright Series
backstage pass.
in Orlando. You want to talk about that?
So anyhow,
there was a what?
A shooting.
This weekend I'm at Morty's. Look at next Thursday. Good nights. I have to sell out, so fucking Helium will start using me at all their clubs in Portland. Maybe.
So you're using Good Nights to get Helium's attention?
No, I work for Helium. I play golf with Mark, but whatever. It's.
Yeah, I know. Mark's full of shit.
I don't know why listening to you guys talk is
Kevin
such
and Brennan
anxiety.
said Mark last name is what's his last name?
I forget.
Rosen something.
So next Thursday, the 23rd.
Mark Jewy Joe.
I'm a good friend of mine. We play golf. Next Thursday, Good Nights, one night Thursday. That weekend, the 24th, 25th, Dead Crow Comedy, Wilmington, and that's where I'll tape my 5th CD.
Which show? All shows?
What?
When are you taping your CD? Every show?
Well, there's 4 shows, so I'll tape 3. I'll probably tape 2 Friday, and then the first one Saturday.
Okay.
It depends. If I get
it is getting boring. You're right, Bonnie.
I'm sorry. You asked me.
I know.
What the fuck?
It's a trap.
Don't you have CDs?
Trick in a book. I asked the question. I said,
don't you have CDs?
Boring. I know it's going to be
Vic,
boring.
where are you going to be?
I'm working all over the city and Nantucket Comedy Festival next July 15th through 18th. Come to Nantucket if you can afford it.
Nantucket Comedy Festival.
Are you going to play the Muse?
And so we're all the shows are in the Dreamland Theater, on Nantucket.
Didn't you invite us to do that once,
yes,
and
I
then
did,
we
yes.
never did it?
Correct. Yeah.
No, you didn't invite me.
I've asked her every time to tell you, so if you're not getting it, you can blame your wife.
Why are you telling
yourself?
yourself?
I want to go to Nantucket.
I don't see him. I see her more than I see him.
Wait, who's the Nantucket Comedy Festival?
It's a fundraiser. It's not any. It's just go have fun, get paid. It's a free vacation.
I would have done it.
I know.
I
I've
thought
told
you were
her
going to try
about
to get me on the cruise with
he stopped doing those.
Oh, Lewis did?
Yeah, he stopped doing those.
Next year.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll do it next year.
Fine.
I love Nantucket.
If you want to hear how booking gets done, tune in to My Wife Hates Me.
Who books in Nantucket?
I do, me.
And I can't get on it?
So, no, I've tried to get both of you on. She can tell you this.
Why wouldn't you tell me?
Because I know how much you don't like Vic, and so I was
It don't matter about the truck stop thing.
Yeah. And where are you going to be, Kevin Brennan?
Well, I can't really talk about it, but if I could, no, I'm going to be at the Stress Factory Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It's a great club. That'll sell out. Get your tickets.
Thursday is actually Teachers Appreciation Night.
It's what?
Teachers Appreciation Night.
If you appreciate your teachers, go to. You're real. You know what's great about you? You're the perfect comedian for that. For
And
the Teachers Appreciation Night.
Vinny's going to be on that show too. You
Friday,
Vinny,
we gotta
right?
go.
Well, go anyway.
Friday, plumbers getting half price.
Vinny's got that killer teacher bit.
All right. Thank you for coming in, you guys.
And also, I'm going to be at Brokerage July
Two
1
loudest
Friday.
comedians on the planet.
July 1 Friday. Just one show.
Leave your
Misery
hearing
Loves
aids
Company
at
and
home.
Friends. Bonnie, can I finish?
Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks for
you.
having
Go
us.
see them.
Sorry I was late.
That's